Absolutely.
Yes,
Hi,
we've done
everybody.
I mean, there's a firm rule against it, but we break it all the time.
It's Friday night insurrection. Yeah, it's Friday. No, too soon. Friday night, everyone. It's BND Live, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream. We're a bunch of high school friends attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons remotely by the internet. With us, as always, we have Erin as Lily the Fighter, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Steven as Finric the Monk, Chris as Paelias the Cleric will be joining us, but we have, in the meantime, other Chris as Allistar the Bard? I don't know if they know yet. I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live. All right, we're back. Here we go. A little recap from last week. It was still dark. Started around 4 p.m. As you sailed out of the harbor, land was in sight until you passed the promontory with Windbell Keep atop it. A little further on the set course, some weather started to develop. Finric had a small disagreement over how close to the shore sailing was agreeable. A short scuffle later saw Mr. Bones, a giant snake, Paelias, and Lily throw Finric in the brig, while Jenkins and Twizzard investigated calls for help from the starboard side. They dragged on board one Lord Allistar Charrington III. After some brief introductions, he's told a story of dastardly deeds, wrongs committed against him. Following that, there was some confusion over who should bring Finric food and when, and that led to a tense conversation in the galley before Finistel saw to the watch, and everyone retired for the night after Paelias had laid down the law as captain. And I think that's where we'll pick things up. You folks having had the benefits of a long rest, I'll assume that the watch worked out appropriately, unless there was any shenanigans that wanted to go on during the night.
I got up to go to the bathroom.
Perfect. Did you use the head, or did you go over the side?
Not sure I found it. I went somewhere.
Perfect.
Maybe one of the captain's quarters.
Yes, it appears that the captain is sleeping in, but otherwise, you folks awake. And can I get a D20 roll from one of you folks?
Uh-oh.
Doesn't matter who.
Oh,
5.
not from Erin.
No, it's just what's going to happen today.
Kraken's
It is
coming.
just what's gonna happen. Oh, man.
Doesn't matter if it's a high or low.
It does. A big pyramid explodes in the middle of our ship.
Well, thankfully not yet.
I didn't roll that.
Twizzard, could you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Of course. The wisest saving throw you've ever had. Oh, I don't have my sheet open. It's probably like plus 30.
Like a -3, maybe?
Oh, in that case, it might be 16.
No, I'm just kidding about the -3.
Oh, -3. I give myself positive 3.
I don't think.
It could be. Yeah. Well, it's definitely at least 13. So, what do you think about that? And it's also. Oh, here it comes. And 3, 2, 1.
Plus 3.
Oh, it was plus 3. Look at it, 16.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Mine like a steel
All right,
trap.
it is a beautiful day, but there is no wind. You are becalmed. So you're sort of milling around the deck, trying out different knot work that Nate and Jenkins are quizzing you on, raising and lowering the sail even though there's not that much wind to speak of.
I'm very good at a sheep shank.
Fair enough.
If someone sets up a chair, I could cast Gust at the sails for a while. I'm just not going to set up a chair,
I'm
though.
not sure Gust would have enough to push this entire ship.
How rude. How rude.
I'm sure there's some physics issues in there.
Finistel,
athletics?
Yes, Finric. Are you? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Where are you folks? Above deck, below deck? Where are you folks?
Well, when you said that we were sort of trying different configurations of the mast, I figured we had made our way above deck. But I feel like I would have been struck by something else first.
Yes, you would have. That's true. Finric, don't worry. The shore, even though you can't see it, it is just over there. And she sort of points north.
Did
yes.
you lie to me?
If you listen close enough, you can hear the birds chirping away. And if I know anything, birds stay close to shore.
I don't know. And there's no wind. I feel like
birds on shore.
You do
I feel
what?
like
I cast Gust at Finric.
Do you really?
Yeah, there's some wind.
No, there's some wind. Okay. Well,
Does he have to make a saving throw? Or get pushed 15 feet?
Well, I mean,
I hope he's not near the railing.
I'm going to make a minor illusion of birds chirping.
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
See, Finric, we're closer than you think. It's just a little hazy over there.
so Lily
Okay.
is going to go over to Finric and whisper to him in halfling, because Lily knows halfling, that she will sending stone him from the crow's nest everything that she can see, unless he wants to go up to the other crow's nest and take a look himself.
Oh no! Not gonna do that. Not gonna climb up the crow's nest.
He doesn't like
All
those.
right, so I go up and I will sending stone him personally with what I see.
All right.
And as we do this, I mean, can I make a deception check with help to see if we successfully pull this rouge?
To see if you what?
We successfully pull out this deception that we're undertaking.
Of tricking you into thinking the land is within...
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a deception check.
Can I roll with advantage?
We're all trying to deceive him, so.
You're both trying to see him. All right, sure, fair enough. Finric, what is your... Well, I was going to say passive perception, but honestly, you're actively looking. So I'm going to say roll a perception check, and their deception has to beat your perception.
22.
Oh, gosh.
All right, I'm having a difficult time here. Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness! Here, just roll my big dice.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that one means
Roll that
business.
big dice.
23.
Oh,
I wouldn't even be able to make it with a natural 20, so.
Amazing.
I'm not Agnes anymore, I'm Lily.
Nice.
Perfect 10, baby.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, Finric, you're like really dubious, but you're listening to Lily up there, and you're hearing the birds, and you're like, I guess it must just be.
yeah. I mean, I'm really concentrating on this. I am listening, and that's a bird. Those are birds.
And Finric, you're kind of on the short side, so you need the extra height to be able to see far enough.
That's
It's
true.
like just about 13 miles away.
It might look like a clear day outside, but you know, there's a certain haze about the sky when the wind is gusting so much.
I didn't know that. I don't go out to sea very much, so I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I'll be right by your side if you need anything.
Okay. Okay. Can I help with the ship?
pull on some ropes.
Yeah, Finric, come on up here, and I'll show you some of the finer points of using a sextant.
What?
Actually, I think Finric would want to work in the galley rather than the navigation.
Oh.
We talked about this last night.
Jenkins sort of like steps up immediately, and he takes you by the shoulder and leads you downstairs to the galley. He's gonna teach you some of his favorite recipes.
Fair enough.
Ooh, I bet it's all seafood.
And
Now-
while this is going on, my cat is kind of just wandering, looking for rats, maybe
All right.
stowaways.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Easily done. You could explore the build. Any other conversations that want to happen?
So, tell me about where we're headed. I say to the person that's showing me the sexton.
Hey, what's going on in that sex tent?
It's a nautical instrument, Timothy.
Oh.
So
Oh, a naughty word.
let's say that that Twizzard, Allistar, and Nate are up there on the navigation deck, hanging out.
Because you have the compass.
Yeah, who has the compass?
I think I've got it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I've definitely got it. I take a look at it. I
All right.
spin it around.
It's still. I mean, it. You're becalmed. I mean, the compass still points west southwest.
Okay.
In between.
To answer
East.
what, southeast?
East.
Yes.
East southeast. Yes. Oh
my
gosh.
compass does the
Sorry,
other way.
that's my bad. My bad, everybody.
We
East,
switched
southeast.
compasses, so it's
So,
confusing.
wherever I stand, can I see the compass?
Yeah, you can see the compass.
Oh,
He
how
sort of
curious.
takes it out up there. And,
Yeah, take a look.
The compass points in a direction that isn't quite north.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Yeah, it's not really pointing at magnetic north. It's magnetic Falrith.
Magnetic Falrith.
Yeah. Special direction.
What manner of magnetism is that?
He's an evil, nasty man that'll climb in your window at night and bite you in the butt. And you don't want that running around your dreams. So, we beat him once. We heard he's come back. And we're going to beat him again.
I had an uncle like that once. It was terrible.
Oh, yes. Too bad you didn't have a compass.
Yeah.
At least
Always
got a
know
leg
where
up on
he's
this.
going. The butt biter. That's what they called him.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It happens. So, yep, this points at him. We're going to find him. Hopefully, the ideal situation...
You'd want to find the bite butter.
Yeah,
The
we
butt
do.
butter.
Yep.
So what did he do? Did he take a chunk out of your bottom?
No, he didn't bite my bottom. No, but we've heard that he does do that.
Interesting.
Yes. That's the important takeaway.
So this compass of yours is magical.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep, yep. So yeah, we're gonna go get him. Yeah, hopefully he's just like floating in a bathtub in the sea, rather than like some fortified tower.
Seems unlikely if he's anything like my uncle.
I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Then we can just take the plug out.
Would be quite convenient.
Can Lily do a perception check
she sure
of just,
can.
I guess, the surrounding environment since she is lookout?
Absolutely.
20.
All right. You notice that there's like really the water around you, like it's calm because there's no wind. There's there's a little bit of surface, rise and fall, but you think that you see some ripples in the water that don't really make any sense. And you see them coming toward your ship.
Uh-oh.
Okay, can I tell which direction they're coming from?
Yeah, they're coming from due east.
Okay.
coming
So
toward the
I'm
back.
going to... I think I'm going to Sending Stone Twizzard, because I could see that he's talking to Nate.
Yep, he's talking to Nate and Allistar.
Okay. That there are suspicious ripples heading towards the boat. And they might be able to get a better view from water level. I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to slam the button on my sending stone and do a broadcast. Prepare to abandon ship. There's a kraken coming. From which direction?
It's coming from the east. Or is it due east?
Head west?
It's due east. It's coming from the west, heading east.
All right, who's there with me? Nate or Jenkins?
It's Nate.
Nate. I tell Nate, there's a kraken coming. What do we do? And I point at the west side of the boat, east side of the boat.
And you're broadcasting this over the sending stone, right?
Well, no, not that part. The abandoned ship part I did.
Oh. Lily's going to shout down after hearing that on the the sending stone. Hey, Nate! Odd ripples ahead!
There's not much I can do, miss. What did are they fish?
Could be flying fish.
Maybe you should come up here and check.
All right, I'll be right there.
I guess I'm gonna sending stone.
Because you heard that.
Well, I heard the first one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You heard the abandoned ship.
Guys, is this for real? Because I got a stew going.
To be fair, it was prepare to abandon ship, so just be prepared.
Okay. Over and out.
I mean, you've got your life jacket on all the time, right? Yeah, so you're...
Is that over sending stone or? Yes.
No, that was just a...
Yeah, just a yes, for sure.
Oh man.
We visited a tailor some months ago, so I had him make me a rudimentary life jacket.
That is true.
Yes.
All right, can we run over to the side of the ship and look, see if we can see the bubbles from our level?
Yeah, where would you like to run? So they're coming basically from the bow.
Okay, we're gonna go, I guess, head over to the bow.
All right, Allistar, are you going with him?
Now is beginning.
Yes, I'm very interested in this.
All right, Nate is making his way up the mast,
Yes.
and like halfway up, he sort of looks over. He sees them as well. I've never seen anything like that. So he's halfway up. As the ripples are closing, they're about maybe 70 feet from you folks now, and you guys can see them from the bow. And there's sort of three of them, and they're going through the water as a basically it's like a wave that has no reason to be there, and they're sort of like now branching into three as they come toward you.
Does it appear to be like some sort of invisible ship, or does it appear to be something underneath the water, submerged, that's coming closer, that's causing it to break? Can we discern?
Give me a perception check yourself from the bow.
14. No, sorry. 9.
I mean, you see this wave, and you see it starting to sort of differentiate into three different sort of just like moving humps of water. You don't see. I mean, the water's clear. This is clear, nice water. It's a sunny day. You do not see anything underneath. Like there's no, whale shadow or anything like that. And they're now about 50 feet away from you. They're coming quick.
So I come up holding a ladle.
All right, Finric comes up holding a ladle.
Hey guys, does someone want to try this?
I can already tell it needs salt. Go back down.
Okay. I go back down.
Finn pats you on the back as you go down.
Mr. Bones, get over here.
They're about 20 feet from the boat now.
Oh boy.
I don't know if there's anything we can do, but Lily's gonna brace herself.
I'm gonna hold on to Mr. Bones.
All right. As you see the waves come closer, they sort of split apart, and the one that comes straight for the bow crests over and takes on this sort of humanoid shape. As we pause to let Chris Foley in. Hold on one moment, folks.
That's so anticlimactic.
The captain's finally waking up.
And just in time.
That's a picture of the captain's quarters.
Oh man, there we go. Hold on a second.
Oh, we've all shifted.
Oh.
Hey. Hey. How are you guys?
Hello, Chris Foley.
Pretty good.
I'm a little worried.
Might be
You're worried,
something
Tim? What?
Yeah, a little bit.
Something that has just come upon us.
Yeah, you should get out of your bed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Clearly, I need to change this music there.
Okay.
I think he's just changed to our battle music.
Oh yeah.
Battles mean piece of chocolate. That's how I get through it.
It's a good method.
That's how you survive a Dementor attack.
All right. So as this sort of water rises up from the bow of the ship and sort of crashes down, go ahead and Twizzard and Allistar. Mr. Bones is not there quite yet. Can you give me a strength saving throw, please?
Ah, my specialty. Oh, not really my specialty. 14.
9.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry.
9.
9. Twizzard?
14.
Okay. You get pounded into the deck as this water just engulfs you. You both take 13 bludgeoning damage,
Ah!
and you are effectively grappled by this watery, mostly humanoid form. And can you breathe water? Because if not, then you can't breathe.
Uh-oh.
Well, that answers that question.
All right, and this would be a good time to roll for initiative. I will roll for Finn. I don't have to roll for Lily anymore. It's exciting.
I'm rolling for Lily.
Woohoo! Paelias is just in time to roll for himself. Let's see here.
Put a blue bun.
All right,
rolled it
anyone
natural.
25 or 20 to 25?
No one's 20 to 25, I guess.
Chris has his fighting hat on.
Oh man! All right, 15 to 20.
Am I initiating? Wait, am I rolling too?
Yeah, you're rolling too.
Oh.
Wipe the puke off your face. Get us with a bite.
Okay. So, no.
15 to 20.
No.
I'm 13.
All right. Yeah, any other 10 to 15s?
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow. This is interesting. Okay. 5 to 10?
Hey!
That's me.
All right, what do we got?
I got a 9.
7.
9. All right.
4.
Nice. Look at the high rollers here.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see here.
Put up bonesies.
Oh, Mr. Bones. 17.
There you go.
Sorry, forgot about Mr. Bones had to roll.
Okay. Bonesy. And Finric, sorry, what were you?
I'm cooking.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you can roll when you get in there.
Where's Finistral
Someone
at?
wants to tell me what's going on, that's fine. But yeah, I have no idea.
No, that's fair. It's a good point. They specifically told you to go below decks. I'm gonna say that Paelias heard the sending stone, and that woke him up. So that's why he's in the mix, as it were.
Where's Finistral in this?
She rolled a 4.
Okay.
So Allistar, and I'll put Allistar first, I guess. Let's see. So Allistar, Finistel, Paelias, Lily, Mr. Bones, and our guests. All right, Mr. Bones, you just saw your boss knocked to the ground and enveloped in water. What's Mr. Bones gonna do?
I'd like to think he'd be enraged, but I'm pretty sure he'd just look at it.
Do you?
Right, but Mr. Twizzard can talk with him.
Yeah. Do you do telepathic or is it audio or is it voice rather?
I think I do audio for the sake of other people around, but I think I don't have to, right? I think I can do telepathic.
You can check real quick.
It's animate dead.
Yeah. Well, I'll try it. I'll just tell Mr. Bones to do something with my mind right now, and if he does it, then we'll know.
Perfect. That makes sense.
I told him not to do anything.
But don't you want him to try to pull you out of there?
Well, yes. But I was testing my theory.
Let's see. You told him the last thing you told him. You can do it mentally, by the way, but
Okay.
it is a bonus action on your turn.
Yeah, I was telling him to come up near me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hoping
So he's probably gonna walk up and like. Let's see, what would he do?
Yeah. You can use a bonus action to mentally command any creature you made.
All right, Mr. Bones is gonna try to pull you out,
Yes, that's what I was hoping.
and he's going to fail. But he's like dragging. He's like grabbing your foot.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
That's something. Lily, you're up next.
Thanks for
All
trying,
right.
Bones.
Well,
And
I have a
Paelias is
feeling.
on deck. Paelias, you're downstairs. You're gonna have to come up, but
Yeah, I'm below deck.
yeah.
I have a feeling that I'm not really going to be able to do too much.
Actually, you're probably in this room over here, Paelias. So.
Can you tell me if I am within 60 feet of this thing?
If you're in the crow's nest, you're not.
Oh, you're too
Because
high.
the
So
crow's
it's
nest
not
is
really
70.
tall?
What's that?
It's not like super tall? It's like the size of a human?
It
It's
is. It is a large creature, but it is not like that tall.
Right. It's not a tidal wave. Alright, so I can't even use my... I can't throw my dagger.
Is it a humanoid?
Shaped like a humanoid.
It's shaped roughly like a humanoid. It looks like a water creature, or for instance, a water elemental.
For instance.
Alright, well then I guess the only thing I can do then is my firebolt cantrip, so I'm gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
Alright, so I rolled
No.
9.
Not for children.
Guessing that doesn't hit.
Not for children.
A 9. So you shoot a firebolt from the crow's nest, and it actually moves out of the way as it's sort of smothering those two people, and it hits the deck. But does that light things on fire?
Probably it is fire.
Uh-oh.
I mean, the deck's still wet.
The deck is still wet.
Yeah.
I'm just curious though, because some things say they do light flammable objects, and some things say they don't. Like magic missile.
Say
doesn't.
a flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
I would say if it hadn't just been doused in water, it would have, but it's not gonna. But be aware of that on a wooden ship. All right. Any other movement or anything?
I don't know if it's wise for me to try to come down the crow's nest just yet, so I'm gonna hang out up here.
Oh, that's right. Nate is halfway in between. I should probably roll for Nate and Jenkins. Nate and Jenkins would have gone first. I'm gonna say that he dropped to the deck and ran and took cover.
What number is he? Just
18.
20? 18. Okay.
All right, Paelias, you are actually in the part that's underneath the navigation deck, so you're on the main deck. You would be coming out of this door right here. You heard shouting, and then some screams as some people got pounded to the deck. with water, but you're not quite sure what's going on.
And I say, what the devil is going on in here?
That's your action?
I mean, I could walk out and look, I guess.
The message you heard on the sending stone, to be fair, was prepare to abandon ship, Twizzard? Is that what it was?
Yep.
What?
And I think my instincts were correct. Thank you very much.
So what can I see?
I mean, did you come out of your room?
Yeah, let's come out of the room.
All right, you come out of your room, and you see Twizzard and Allistar inside this sort of like constantly moving amorphous humanoid, seemingly like human-formed, amount of water as Mr. Bones tugs on Mr. Twizzard's foot.
How far away is it from me?
It is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Call it 50 or 55.
Okay.
And you've used up 5, 10, 15 of your movement or so.
Have I had the benefits of a long rest?
You have.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that'll be useful. So then, have they lost energy already?
We took bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning?
About 13 points, yeah.
Let's see. I could do.
And we're wet.
And you're wet. Yeah. I could do.
And drowning.
Oh yeah, and they can't breathe. But you don't know that technically. But you do see they're engulfed in water. So.
Yeah, I don't think I have a way to help them to breathe.
Yeah.
I can send a beacon of hope. It bestows hope and vitality. Here's some hope for you.
That makes me feel a little better.
Wait, what are you doing?
One cares.
It's the beacon of hope, and it sends them hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Oh,
Okay.
Captain, you on the beacon?
Okay.
So who all is within range? It's 30 feet. Oh, it's not. They're more than 30 feet. Shoot.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. So next step. So I guess we could do a healing word then.
Well, wait, if you already have your movement, you could move 30 and cast 30.
Yeah, you can move.
Oh, okay. That's fine
What's
then.
your movement?
30?
35? You're
All right,
elf.
so you took
We're 30.
5, 10, 15.
30.
So you go 30. Or you go another 15.
So I got another 15, and now am I within 30?
35, 40.
So now?
So no.
Okay. So I guess we'll do yeah, we'll I don't know. I guess I'll just do
I mean, you could take the dash action and run up closer.
but then it's an action so I don't get a spell?
Correct. You could do a bonus action
Right.
spell.
I don't even know how to hit this thing. I'm just gonna do my healing word.
Okay. So
And-
you can see them and it's within range.
No, it's 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
So a creature of my choice. It's just one creature. Who got hit harder?
They both got the same hit.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
same.
You would have no idea. You just see them both engulfed in this water creature,
Okay.
and
I
they're
probably-
probably gasping because they can't.
Last night, so you're gonna want to heal Twizzard.
What was that, Lord Allistar?
I was probably gonna heal Twizzard anyway.
Yeah.
So sure, we'll just do a healing word for Twizzard. You regain. I don't know how much do you want. You want a 4th level, 3rd level, 2nd level?
I don't need that much.
Yeah, I'll do a 2nd level.
Yeah.
You can regain 2d4 plus 2.
All right. So Twizzard heals some as Paelias calls on the power of mischief.
All right, so do I roll the 2d4 or does Paelias roll it?
Yeah, you roll it.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like it.
2 and
5 and 7.
Plus 2.
Oh yeah. Well, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 plus 2 is 7.
yeah, we're good here.
Okay.
That's... All right.
All right. Now, okay. The water beast. You each take another 13 damage.
What?
Yep. So both Allistar and Twizzard take that.
Another 13?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that the water elemental's turn?
That is that water elemental's turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
So there's
As
I
that
added.
happens,
I put salt in.
water elemental number 1.
He comes up and I'm just shaking my head.
Got enough now.
By the way, as blood is dripping from my eyes.
Wait, Finric, did you come on deck? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, you should roll into initiative.
Okay. What the?
As a wave crashes over the port side and into Finistel, who amazingly manages to jump out of the way of it. Another one comes over this side and forms itself on the ship there. I really have a great thing to keep track of these. I have this thing, which is pretty cool, but I don't have 3 of them, so...
Can you just pour some water on everything?
I could just pour some water on everything. They're going to be represented by these die for now.
Things look yellow.
And
Or
this
slime.
one is going to attack Paelias. That is an 18 to hit.
That's my armor class, so I think you win.
Yep. And the second one is a 17, so that doesn't hit. So basically it forms into the thing and just slams into your body. And as it goes to slam another time, you dodge out of the way. But you do take 13 damage from the first slam.
Okay.
And...
I rolled a 12, by the way.
Alright, so... Alright, you are in the initiative at 12. Alright, Bones is up, Lily's on deck. Oh no, I'm sorry. Finistel goes. No, Allistar goes. I'm so sorry. Allistar, you're up.
Well, wait, water elemental 1, then Twizzard, then Allistar.
Wait, what's that? I'm doing all the water elementals at the same time.
Oh, okay.
The first thing was a surprise, basically. So the water elementals are at 8. Allistar, you're at 4, and Finistel's at 4. But you should go first because you're a human.
Twizzard's at 7.
Oh, Twizzard, you're at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Twizzard, you're up then.
All right. So we can't move, right?
Trying to ungrapple yourself.
Like, can I try and move away? Or is that kind of futile?
So you're definitely grappled. I actually don't think you can. Someone can pull you out of it, but you can't pull yourself out.
But you can at least do your bonus action. Well, you could fight it, right? Or
I
you could
guess.
cast a...
What I was thinking of doing was touching Mr. Bones and giving him Dragon's Breath. Because he's right near me.
He's grabbing your leg.
Yeah. I could also give it to Allistar, but he's as stuck as I am. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on Mr. Bones.
And then a bonus action, you should tell
And-
Mr. Bones to try to get you out.
Yeah, that'll be... well, no, he's already trying to do that, I think.
okay.
At least, unless he's just grabbing my my leg.
He
That'll
is
be,
trying to do that, but he has to succeed on a strength check to pull you out.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be a 3rd level Dragon's Breath. Okay. Alright, so I just touch him and then I continue wiggling around, I guess.
Does he have to do anything to, or it just happens because it's willing, I guess?
I think it happens on his turn.
What happens when you can't breathe? So you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Yes.
Nice.
So
You can hold his breath for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's like... the whole entire fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you're good from that. You are going to get pounded at each of his turns, though, until you get out.
Theoretically, if you have a -1 Constitution modifier per se, would that mean that you could hold your breath for literally 0 minutes?
It says minimum of 30 seconds.
Awesome.
All right. So
Do you have a Constitution of -1?
We need to bust you out. Oh.
Well, it's your turn, Allistar. You're up.
Well, you didn't give a bonus action yet.
I don't think I can do anything.
You can, as a bonus action, you can mentally tell Bones to try to pull Allistar out instead.
All right. Can I do that as my last
Sure.
bonus action? All right. Mr. Bones, try and pull Allistar out.
All right, so he'll do that on his turn. Allistar, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to hold my action until I am released from the watery prison that I
Okay.
find my.
Okay. Finistel has not been grappled. She saw dodge a firebolt. She doesn't want to light the ship on fire. What is she going to do? Finistel... okay, here we go.
A true warrior would light their ship on fire.
Oh, Lily is still going to be throwing a firebolt.
Oh my goodness.
Finistel comes over here in between the two, and she sort of raises her arms, and tendrils of dark energy erupt and sort of batter into the water elementals to either side of her. And that one makes a save. That one, they both make their strength save. But it still takes half damage, so that's something. Alright. They take a little bit of damage from that. Not much, though.
Are we not allowed to know this? I was going to keep track for you.
Alright, Mr. Bones is up. Mr. Bones, give me a strength saving throw.
All right, so he's trying to pull Allistar.
Oh, you're going to keep track? Or Lily, is that what you
I was going to help keep track of the elementals for you. Normally, I put down... But,
yeah, they only took 2 each.
okay.
She rolled low and they halved it, so. Sorry, what was the strength save? Twizzard, can you roll for Mr. Bones' strength save?
Oh, he needs to do that? Sorry. Didn't realize that.
Mr. Bones! Mr. Bones is trying to pull Allistar out of the creature.
Oh, 10.
He fails. I'm sorry.
That's just one arm. He only used one arm.
Mr. Bones is not getting the job done.
Damn it, Bones!
Lily, you're up.
So
Finric is
seeing
on deck.
that...
By the way, I'm sorry, point of order is I am effectively drowning.
Oh, because every person's turn is 6 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, you just had to... So let's see. If you run out of breath or you're choking, you can survive for a number of rounds equal to blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. At the start of your next turn, you drop to 0 hit points and are dying.
It was nice knowing you, Lord Charrington.
Oh, no.
Well...
One while lasted.
So wait, so I am unconscious at this point?
Wait, hold on a second. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1, blah, 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 minimum of 30 seconds. Okay, so it's been 30 seconds, so you're out of breath. You can survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier, minimum of 1. Okay, so you get 1 more round, and then you go unconscious.
Oh, boy.
Awesome.
All right.
No pressure.
Plenty of time.
So Lily, seeing that her first firebolt did not hit,
Okay,
but also did not cause damage to the ship,
fair enough.
is going to throw another firebolt
Okay.
at the same water element at the bow.
Yep.
Okay. And that was even worse with a 6.
Yep. There's a lot going on up there. It's hard to aim from 70 feet up.
She's kind of doing hide, you know, and like just like
Really
going
tough.
over the side.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
Anything else from Lily?
I don't think she could do anything else from that location, and I don't know if she's willing to head down any further.
It's fair. All right, Finric, you are right at the top of the steps. You see this thing basically drowning your new acquaintance and your old friend, Mr. Twizzard. What would you like to do?
He's going back.
That's a tricky one. I throw a dart at the one grappling my friends.
That's definitely gonna do it.
Okay.
Do the other ones run in terror? Do they like immediately evacuate?
Luckily, Allistar's snide tongue is full of water right now, or he really...
Well,
Dart.
24.
Water.
What's that?
24.
24 hits. You see the dart. Go right through it. Roll the damage.
We're inside it.
8.
It does some damage, but not as much as you were thinking.
Got it.
We'll take
I'm gonna run up and basically bludgeon it on its head and try to push its head away from my friends. Does it have a head?
You can attack it, or you could try to pull them out.
No, it'd be an attack. It'd be like a bludgeon, but that's what I'm...
Okay.
It'd be an unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Punch to the face.
Yeah. 21.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
Are your fists magical by now?
No.
Okay.
No.
At some point they turn magical, I think.
Yes.
What?
7.
All right. So again, your fist sort of it meets with some resistance, but not as much as you were thinking it would.
Okay, so flurry of blows. And we're gonna get a 22.
That'll hit.
20. Then, so we're gonna extract aspects, but the damage will be 10. Nice.
All right. So here's the deal. As your key connects to this sort of arcane construct of an elemental force, you realize you just get flooded with this information. It's like you realize that it is resistant to acid, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. It is immune to poison. It is immune to exhaustion, being grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, being knocked prone, restrained, or unconscious. So, yeah, so...
What's it not resistant to?
Resistant to acid and bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing from non-magical. So if they're magical, you can...
Non-magical. Okay.
And resistance means it takes half.
Right.
And then it's immune to poison just outright. And then it can't be exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, knocked over, restrained, or knocked unconscious.
But
All
it
right.
can be killed.
And
It can't be knocked unconscious, but it can be killed.
yes, it can be killed.
Okay.
There are some things that, like some spells that knock you unconscious, right? Like sleep.
So what I heard from that is like magical shit.
Yeah. So basically, you could shout out whatever you want from that flood of information that you just got.
Mm. Cool. Well, I still owe it my second flurry.
Oh, okay.
Does that preclude me from not shouting something out if I hit it
No,
first?
you can shout out.
Okay. Cool. Oh, okay. So only 10.
A 10 does not hit.
Darn.
Yeah, it sort of has learned you're there, and it like morphs out of the way as you try to go for it a third time.
So I shout out that you got to use magic.
All right, Paelias, you're up.
Blub, 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 blub.
Release. I'm gonna get my staff out.
Your face and please.
All right. All right, so you launch a
Freeze. And they turn into ice.
giant boa constrictor.
Yeah.
What? There are two here, sort of being grappled by these dark arms that come out of Finistel. Would you like it to attack one of those, or go for the vow?
No, it's gonna try to grapple Twizzard and pull him to safety.
No.
Wait.
It should be.
Yeah, you should get Allistar.
Twizzard can survive.
Yeah,
You can survive water.
Well, I
No,
can.
by the way, I'm going to use my held action right now. As soon as Finric says use magic, you see my eyes go up, and I use the same little trick that I did to get Finric to escape the jail, and I cast Dimension Door
There you go.
underneath
Alright.
me, escape the grapple. And in my mind, I remember back by the sexton where I was at the rear of the ship.
Wow.
And-
What's the range on that?
It's like 500 feet.
Oh, wow.
That's
Okay.
500 feet.
All right, so all of a sudden, so the staff hits the ground and turns into a boa constrictor. As Paelias looks up, you see Allistar, poof, disappear from inside the water.
Oh, never mind. That doesn't happen
Oh,
because I have water down my throat. I can't talk.
Oh no.
yeah, if it has verbal. All right,
Yeah,
never
it's
mind.
verbal.
That doesn't happen.
Every single thing I have is verbal or to a humanoid. So enjoy.
Oh,
All right, so we can go try to grapple Allistar and pull him free.
All right, what's the movement on the snake?
Oh, I don't know. Do you have it?
66.
I think it was like 40. It was faster than the usual.
7 steps.
I got it. It's 30 feet.
No, it's
So
30.
you could get closer.
Yeah. So we'll walk closer first. So we'll walk 30 feet, right?
Yep.
And then we'll throw it.
Yep. No problem.
That's 2 times in 2 days. The
All right.
snake.
The giant constrictor has a strength of +4. So Paelias, roll a d20 and add +4.
9.
Did you say 9?
Yeah.
It grabs onto his leg and it pulls it. It's so close, but it can't pull him out. It's very confused and waterlogged. All right, so that
Is the
was your.
snake taking damage?
What's that?
Is the snake taking damage?
No.
Okay. Let's do the spiritual weapon.
All right, spiritual weapon comes out. Oof. And are you attacking that one?
Yeah, whatever is closest.
Yep. Okay. Roll for that attack.
Oh dear. Let's see. What do I add for a spiritual weapon? Spiritual weapon. Level 4 plus 5 gives me a 10.
Spiritual weapon. It's sort of like tries to spin in, but the water just sort of moves away from it. All right. And on that note, Twizzard and Allistar take another 13 as it just slams you into the deck again while inside his body.
Allistar imagines his life before he's out on his own. And he closes his eyes and sleeps the sweet sleep of death.
Oh, Allistar's unconscious. All right. All right. Twizzard.
We'll fix you. Don't worry.
And
Well,
Finistel-
now, what's his face? Paelias can cast something about the death save thing.
Oh yeah, he's got stuff. You've got stuff. You're not dead yet. But both of these sort of encroach on Finistel, and they are just gonna pound the heck out of her.
That sounded very sexual.
You know what I mean.
Ouch!
What the heck is her DC? Oh, her. Wow. Okay. Ooh, okay. She takes 26 damage.
Oof. She does?
Yeah, they both attacked her twice.
Wow.
Jinx.
Well, he's gonna have to step up her game.
Oh, why did we go by sea?
But that is all of the water elemental's turns. Now, Twizzard, you are up. Mr. Bones was unfortunately... Oh no, he was pulling Allistar out. Twizzard, you are up.
Okay.
You can attack. You can cast non-verbal spells.
So I have my I've got
Blue bun?
that arrow that heals people when you poke people with it.
Okay,
Can I reach Allistar and stab him with it?
sure.
Stab him with an arrow. That'll help.
Why don't you try to put a blue bun in his mouth?
Well, I think he's unconscious. I'd have to make him chew it too.
Yeah, I don't think he'll chew it now.
The arrow, I could at least heal him, right?
Yeah, you could
Stabilize him.
you could action stab him with the arrow, and bonus action shove the blue bun into his hand maybe and tell him to like eat it. I would allow that if you want to do that.
Okay. Well, do we think we're gonna stay in this? Allistar, are we stuck in this water guy for a while? You think?
He's comatose.
Like my eyes are closed. I am.
Yeah, he
I'm
looks
done.
dead.
All right. I'm gonna stab him with the arrow. And I guess I'll put the blue bun in his mouth.
All right. All right. So you stab him with the arrow, Allistar. You come back to life as the Twizzard shoves this muffin into your this bun into your mouth. How much does he get health-wise?
The blue bun was just water breathing.
No, but how much does the arrow do?
Oh, the arrow? Oh, I didn't write that down.
I think it's just the normal healing,
I
so
think
it's
it's
probably
the normal, so it's like 2d4 plus 2.
yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Roll well, my friend.
Wait, who's roll? Are you rolling or is he rolling?
I'm rolling.
All right.
5 total.
All right, so 5 total, and so your eyes sort of open. You know, you said goodbye to this mortal coil. You closed your eyes as water floods down your throat. Your eyes burst back open. This bun goes into your mouth, and as the sweet, buttery, and slightly salty flavor enters you, you can now breathe the water that's in your lungs. So you're good. And you're at
For
5
now.
hit points, but you're still up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll die in the next bludgeoning, but you know.
Hey,
That
just
is true,
just a
but
question. I mean,
There's
I'm
like
assuming
5 people
because
before you get bludgeoned again, so you're...
can you talk if you're breathing water?
You can.
If that is the case, as soon as I come to, I still have that held action.
Okay.
I'm going to dimension door myself as I described earlier
Yeah.
into the near the steering of the ship.
Yeah, because you haven't had your turn, so the action is still held. Amazing. All right. So, all right. So you stabbed with the arrow, bun shoved in your mouth. You wake up, and then poof, and a skeleton holding your foot and a snake grappled around your legs both fall to the deck. Mr. Bones and the snake go limp or fall over as you burst over to here, soaking wet but alive with 5 hit points. Amazing.
Excellent.
And it is now your turn. And Finistella's on deck.
With my turn, are they close to the side of the ship?
They
guess-
are now, the 2 that attacked Finistella are now about 5 to 10 feet from the sides, unfortunately. Because they sort of
So I have a
converged
very
on her.
poor understanding of how ships work. I'm at the steering column, or the steering wheel of the ship.
Yes.
Would I be able to classically, like a comedy from the 80s, tilt the ship such that the boom of the sail comes and smashes into one of these creatures?
If you were underway and there was wind, absolutely. But no, at this point, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
You do get inspiration for that, though. I'll give you inspiration for that brilliant idea.
Okay, that would have been a classic 80s situation.
It would have been good.
It probably would have hit all of us, but it's still cool.
I am going to healing word. I guess if I'm here, am I 60 feet? Or is that more than 60 feet?
You're within 60 of Finistel, and she took a beating.
Yes, I'm going to do a healing word on her.
All right.
Unfortunately, all of my fun things are for humanoids and non-monsters, so I literally can do nothing.
It's a humanoid? Oh, man. Yeah, it's not really a...
It's not a humanoid. It's not.
Yeah,
so,
it's not.
Healing word, and I'm going to do that at a 3rd level.
Okay.
For her, and that means, so she gets 3d4 plus 4.
All right, do you want to roll that for me, actually?
I can do it if you want.
Yeah. Could you do that?
Yep. $12.
All right, nice. Boom.
And I say to her, my dear, you have the heart of a champion.
Probably blushes.
I like
that. Let your electric fire flow through you.
Are you bardic inspiring her?
Yes. Oh no, I'm healing her word. I guess. Yes, I'm also going to bardic inspire her. Thank you for reminding me.
All right.
And that is a 1d8.
All right, so she has a d8 to use for something?
Yes, a d8 for one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
It's not as good as Agnes's. She has combat inspire.
I'm sorry, I'm being held to a standard of someone I've never met.
All right, so...
A nun.
Gosh. She wouldn't do that.
Can she turn them to ice?
Her thing is more fire.
I thought she had that armor, that spiky armor.
She does. She does have the armor. Oh.
I hear Finistel.
That's definitely Finistel.
Sounds like his little sister.
Gosh, would she do that? No, I think she's just gonna... Oh, but that'll invoke attacks of opportunities. Oh, what is she gonna do?
Sometimes you just gotta burn the boat.
No.
Isn't that a saying?
We just made this boat.
I know. The one thing I was considering was called Wall of Fire.
Fire doesn't beat water anyway.
She's gonna
I'll evaporate it.
And the boat's wet, right?
We need wind.
Water.
Uh-oh.
Earth. Heart.
All right. She turns her staff to the one on her left, actually, and it turns into an earthworm.
Oh.
And she bends down and picks it up.
Throws it over the side.
And then actually that would be you should yell that to her. She didn't think of that though. She's just gonna turn and run, which does invoke an attack of opportunity.
From the earthworm?
From the other one.
She cuts it in half, then she'll have 2 earthworms. Which is not true. It kills them.
Wait, really?
Yes. If you cut just a small portion off the end, they can regenerate it, but if you cut them in half, it does not make 2 earthworms.
Interesting.
Despite what, other websites might tell you.
We're learning things today. Let's see. All right, she gets up to here, and she now has an earthworm in her hand, and there's one other water elemental there. Okay, Bones, still trying to pull Allistar out. He disappeared. Bones falls on his butt. I'm gonna say that.
Sorry, big fella.
Does he try? He would try to pull Twizzard out.
But he does have. I did give him
Dragon breath.
Dragon breath.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to mentally tell him to do that.
Is that what you want to do on your bonus action of your last turn?
Oh, yeah.
No, I think you had him.
You had him pulling out Allistar on there.
Right, he was pulling out Allistar. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
I'm gonna say it switches to you. Give me a strength check for Mr. Bones to see if he can pull you out.
Oh, I think he can. What?
Will you stop rolling on the 12?
Plus 0, 12.
Oh no, it's still not enough. I'm sorry.
Ah!
Well, to be fair, if he was attacking, he'd only be doing half damage, so you're better off trying to pull yourself out. All right, Lily, you're up.
All right, she's magic missiling this. She's tired of not hitting.
All right, Finric, you're on deck.
Okay.
She's going to use all 3 magic missiles to the one that's on the bow.
Okay.
Oh, and I can't. I can't actually use her spell slot, so I guess I'll just have to remember that. Okay. 4, 5, and 2. That's 7 plus 3, 10. 10 total of magic missiles.
All right.
And are those magic because they're magic missiles?
Oh yeah.
Do they affect any friendly wizards that might be inside of the target?
Well, magic missiles can
No.
be specifically at a place. So.
Yeah, but
you're
I'm in
safe.
it.
You're safe. It's all good. It's all good, buddy. All right, so 3 missiles stream down and blow chunks of this creature off. Which brings us to Finric.
All right.
Twizzard's
So I
still in
am
there.
gonna go and hit it again. Non-magical, just my first attack.
I've
Okay.
learned everything about you, and I've learned that I cannot touch you.
Twizzard, how long can you hold your breath?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Oh, okay.
Golden. Well, I shouldn't even bother. So that's a miss. I'm doing my second attack. Same thing. That's a 1, but I'm lucky. So that is 26.
That'll hit.
All right. So, in terms of damage, that's a 9 damage, but I also want to attempt a stunning strike.
Okay.
On that water.
So it needs to do a con save and DC of 13.
So is that paralyze them now?
Well, they need to fail. They need to. Yeah, they need to fail a con save.
But what is the effect that it puts it under?
Oh.
They can't be paralyzed.
Stunned?
It's incapacitated.
Did they do that? There was a very long list of stuff they don't do.
Yeah, no. They can. Yeah, you can do that. You just can't paralyze them. I think you found a chink in the ruling armor, but I'll allow it. All right. So what does it have to do?
It has to do a Constitution saving throw. DC is 13.
I'm sorry. That's a 21, my friend.
All right, so we're going into flurry of blows.
Okay.
27 to hit.
That hits.
And 6 damage, and we're gonna do another stunning strike.
Okay. Another stunning strike. 22.
Oh my god.
This must be hard water. It's got.
And then the second flurry.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna
that
leave scaling in your bathtub.
That should be the name of tonight's episode. Hard
Hard
water.
water?
Hard
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I love it. Remind me of that at the end.
how's 13?
13 just misses.
Okay. So I'm done.
Okay. Alright. Twizzard. You take 13 damage, my friend.
Wait, isn't it my turn?
Well, yes, but actually the water elements are
You're right.
8. Paelias should go first.
I'm sorry, it's Paelias. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm 9.
I had to add Finric in and it confused
Get
my
ready.
sheet. Yes, you're right, Paelias. Keep me honest. You're
All
right.
right, you're on.
Floating by anyway.
You
All right.
should Take another
So I'm going to. Let's see.
I think you control the snake with a bonus action.
Oh, is that how it works?
Maybe?
Yeah, but shouldn't the snake have its own initiative?
Yeah, I thought the snake I just controlled it like
Oh,
a
yeah,
bonus
you do.
action.
On your turn, you can mentally command the snake.
Yeah, so that's like a bonus, right?
It is.
Cool. But he's all the way over there.
Well,
Is he?
it's on the other side. It's on the other. So it was trying to pull Allistar out. So when Allistar teleported, it just sort of like it's on the ground. But
Oh, it's still right there?
it
Oh, I
can-
thought it went with Allistar. Okay.
oh no. I'm saying that he teleported away.
Okay. So can the snake go try to grapple Twizzard and pull him out?
Absolutely. Give me a strength
All right.
check on that snake.
Strength check.
Looking ahead,
Strength.
it's 14. 14.
What am I adding?
4.
Yeah, I think you're adding 4. Is that what you said?
9.
Oh God!
Damn
It's so
snake.
close.
All right.
Got a bardic
then-
inspire the snake.
Right? Yeah, I should. All right. So then I'm going to, let's see
I mean,
here.
you could try too. You could try to pull him out.
You have a bardic inspiration die from.
I think Finistel has
Oh,
it
it's-
actually.
Oh, it's finished. No, but I thought that as we ended yesterday, Lord Allistar had given someone.
Ooh.
I did.
additional
I
die.
did, but it only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that was me.
It was you.
Oh, thanks.
But
But you
it
lost
didn't really help you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good times.
So you could run up
thanks for
there.
giving me something that is useless after 10 minutes.
You could run up there, either try to pull him out or attack it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do any of that. We're gonna do a spirit guardians.
All right.
We're gonna get some spirits to protect.
Yeah, you are.
Protect and serve.
Oh, we got.
So I designate any number of creatures I can see to be unaffected by it. So obviously all of my teammates are unaffected by it.
Okay.
But the affected creature's speed is halved in the area. And when the creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So on a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much.
All right.
So this one is within my 15 feet, right?
All right. Hold on a second. So let's see. So, yeah, that one's definitely within. What is the radius on it?
15 feet.
Oh yeah. So you could get both of them. If this one doesn't move, you can get both of them in it.
All right, yeah, let's move slightly to get both of them then.
Yep.
Cool, awesome. And I think it's just on the start of their turn they have to do it.
Okay.
Their start is right after you.
Exactly, which is why I'm glad I went first.
And you are concentrating on that.
I am concentrating.
All right. And
All
Finistel
right,
is
and then-
concentrating on polymorph.
And then I'm going to do my spiritual weapon too.
Yes. Roll that attack.
All right. Come on, something higher than a 5. Oh, that is not higher than a 5. I got to add 5, so I got 7.
That does not hit.
Right. Yes.
All right. So, start of the turn.
13.
I take 13 for Twizzard.
Dope.
And then Paelias, what are these two guys taking?
You need to do a throw. You need to do it's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. The bow guy gets a 17, and the guy behind you gets a 13.
And it goes to the roller, right? Because the wisdom's 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you both get half then. So 3d8, but you get a half.
You have to roll the 3d8 though.
Okay.
On a failed save, it's the full. On a
Right.
Yeah.
success,
Yeah.
it's half.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So 3d8. Oh.
And this is the starboard.
Oh. Okay. So 13. So half 13 is 6 or 7. 6.
So they both take 6?
Yeah.
We round up.
Apparently not.
Nope.
No, sorry. All right. Just for reference, the one on the bow was taken 35 by my calculations.
10, 20, 30, 35. Yep.
All right. This one is pissed and is going to attack you because its friend turned into a worm. And the worm can't do much. I wonder if I'm doing... Am I cheating polymorph by making this as small as a worm? I don't know, but whatever. That's what happened.
It's a very dense worm.
A 4.
Could be a sloth.
Could be a big worm.
Was an 18 hit? I think that did, right? Paelias?
Oh, me? Yeah, that's my armor class.
Alright, so you take 13 damage.
Okay.
And you need to then do a constitution save to see if you hold concentration.
Wait, hold on. I think I put it in wrong. So 13 plus 13 is 26. 26.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Nope.
From
Okay.
his previous hit.
Oh,
Okay. So you want to do a Constitution saving throw?
Yes. So you take the 13 damage, and then you got to get a 10 or above.
Well, that's a nat 1.
All right, your spiritual guardians, unfortunately, disappear.
Damn, I'm rolling shit.
Whoa.
We all are. Welcome
Yeah, you
to
kind of all are. This is not supposed to be a deadly encounter, but we'll see what happens.
Any encounter can be deadly.
Hang it in there.
It's
That's their
it's not Dalk anymore.
On the good side, that's their entire turn, which brings us to Twizzard.
Hey,
And you're still inside of a.
I am nearing death's door.
We have tried to pull you out so many times, dude.
I know. I got like slippery ankles or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can do much. I can eat a red bun. Can anyone heal me on their next turn?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a bit.
I'll be healing you in a matter of seconds.
Oh, then I'll hold off on my buns.
Oh man,
Oh, maybe I won't.
I'm sorry. So I missed in parentheses at the bottom of one paragraph. It says escape DC 14. I think you could have been making a strength check each turn to try to get out, Tim.
And
So
it's kind of
Give
been
me.
kind of doing that with
Let's see how many turns have you had? 3. This is your third, or
Yeah, this would be his third turn.
so give me roll a d. Give me 3 strength checks, and let's see if you could have been doing other things. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Because there's a whole nother paragraph about the grappling like underneath that, and that's where I was looking, but it wasn't there.
Yeah, he got a 16 and an 18
And a 4 or a 5.
and a 5.
All right, so give me okay, shit, okay, okay.
The first one was 16. The second one was 18. and the last-
Fuck.
I could just
All
take away.
So you would have gotten out. the first time, you still would have taken the damage. But the snake wouldn't have wasted its last turn trying to get you out unless it got you back in.
This is way too complicated to unravel, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's
This
just
one's
kind of
not out this time.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
You're live,
Give yourself 13 hit points. Give yourself 13 hit points,
And 100 gold.
and you can take your action this turn. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
I think my action is to
I don't
run.
want a TPK on my hands. I don't
No.
know.
EPK.
Yeah, unless
Total
you
party kill.
We can't
Oh.
You can do anything magic.
So you're out. You can breathe. You've got. Did you take 13 hit points back?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Do magic missile.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I can do
Yeah, Finric has all of his hit points.
magic missile then.
You couldn't have rolled like a 4, 4, 16.
You're gonna
That
do
could've
Dragon's
been-
Breath on yourself.
Then I wouldn't have felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So can I? Are these? Is the water thing on the bow bloodied, or does it still look like a pile of water?
How
It
could you
is-
tell?
It still looks like a pile of water.
Okay.
It is not bloodied.
All right. I'm going to Dragon's Breath it
All right.
myself, and I guess I'm gonna pick.
We should do electricity, maybe?
Can't do acid. Don't want to do fire. Can't do poison. So it's lightning, or it's cold.
Or or fire.
Cold might work. Stop with the fire. We're on a boat.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do cold because lightning seems like a bad idea too. All right. So I'm gonna hit it with a 4th level Dragon's Breath for cold.
I'm gonna say Mr. Bones could have Dragon Breath too on his turn because he wouldn't have been pulling you out.
Yeah. He's gonna do that.
All right. So give me 2 lightning Dragon Breaths as you and Mr. Bones hit it from both sides.
But not a crossfire.
Okay, not a
Kind of like a diagonal.
Yeah.
Don't cross
Yeah.
the stream.
Are you crossing the streams? Yeah.
Go across the streams.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that. All right. Oh, so if he's going to, then I'll lower what I was gonna do. Okay. All right.
No, you're not gonna hit each other. You're fine.
Okay. So it's 3d6.
I would just click this button
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
just have it do it.
It's
for
probably
you.
a lot easier.
No, right here.
Where?
Get rid of this.
I can't. Okay.
There you go.
am
Now
I
click
clicking?
on. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
it's not acid. It's whatever.
Okay. So it's 7. Well, that was lackluster. Okay.
But that's for you. And what about Mr. Bones?
All right. So Mr.
That's
Bones.
your 3d6.
Mr. Bones got 11. He's much better at it than me.
All
So
right.
18 altogether.
So 53 total then. All right. So as you and Mr. Bones let fly with your Dragon's Breath.
Sweet. And then we high five if I'm near him.
Well, you're on opposite sides of the beast, so
All right. Well, we kind of.
you air 5.
Eiffel Tower!
All right. Allistar.
So I'm gonna try a little bit of trickeration here. Now I have a question. Again, this ship is escaping me. Can I dash down on the deck where all the action is, but then scurry up the what you call
You want to
the
go up to the crow's nest?
yes.
So the crow's
There's
nest
2.
is 70 feet up.
Okay. Well, can I just go halfway up?
If you want,
Probably jump off of
you
that
could
onto
cut a line, and
Yes.
as the gaff falls, it would rocket you upwards.
100% yes.
Oh,
I will do an athletics check or something like that.
Yeah,
Just-
give
You
me-
might need to use your inspiration die.
Yeah, there you go. Give me an acrobatics or athletics, whatever you want.
acrobatics.
All right.
Ooh, yes, 21.
All right. So you jump off the navigation deck, and your hair falls.
No.
Your hair.
Knocked your hair off.
I lost my helmet.
Oh my god!
Wow, why is that
I,
hair so
actually,
loose?
yeah, Shawn, leave it. Shawn, I've been wearing a wig. This whole
This whole time, it's a wig?
Everyone fighting stops and looks, including the water.
You jump off the navigation deck, your hairpiece flies off, as you grab a rope, cut directly below it, and you fly upwards. You are now on this back. Oh my gosh. Alright, you're now on the back crow's nest, 70 feet in the air.
70 feet.
Bald as the day you came into the world.
No, there's kids that come in pretty hairy.
That's true. If you want to do something as you're going up, you could be anywhere along that 70 length.
Okay, so halfway up, I'm going to yell down. I'm going to yell down to Paelias. You can do it, Captain. You are our leader. And I will, and then I say, chain of command. And with chain of command, I give Twizzard healing word at level 3. So that is 3. I'm sorry.
Are you bardic inspiring Paelias and healing wording?
Yeah, I was gonna bardic inspire and healing word.
Okay, got it.
I was confused. I thought I was just getting like the accolades, and then you're gonna get Resident Wizard.
No, I am bardic inspiring you, Paelias, but then I am healing Twizzard.
Okay.
Perfect.
I accept your inspiration of bardicness.
I accept your heals.
Heels and feels.
And as I reach up on the crow's nest, I look around, pose a heroic pose, and then immediately notice my wig. I love my hair.
And at that point, Lily looks over her shoulder and she's like, she points and starts laughing.
Lily.
She's a teenager. What do you think she's gonna do?
Amazing. Finn, who's now on the main deck, still concentrating on the worm in her pocket, shoots a beam of arcane energy into this. Where did my D20? There it is. She's gonna do it a little Eldritch Blast action. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. 1d10 force damage. 1d10 for 5 force damage, bringing it to 58. And she can't do anything else because she has to hold concentration. So that's her turn. Mr. Bones is up.
Oh, and he doesn't have to pull anyone out of water right now.
No, he does not.
All right, so he's gonna go swinging at the one that's on the bow there.
Does he still have the Dragon's Breath?
Oh, he used it.
Oh, it's only once?
No, I think that it's that you only use the spell slot to imbue it onto somebody, but then they can use it for up to 1 minute. I guess one round. Yeah.
No, it's like 6 seconds around, right?
No, it's 6 seconds per person.
It's 6 seconds per person, but
It's only like 6 people.
Aren't there 10 rounds in a minute?
oh, but you have to concentrate on that, Twizzard.
Oh, I actually forgot there's a dexterity.
Yeah, no,
we did
they
that.
did
Okay,
the deck save,
I wasn't paying attention.
and they got
So wait,
half.
did you do Dragon's Breath on yourself too?
Yes.
So we
Okay.
used 2 spell slots.
Yeah, but you have to hold concentration on that. So you'd only be able to do it on one person. But let's say that since I messed up, you were concentrating on Bones and then you did it on yourself.
Oh, so if he spews it, I have to be concentrating on him while he's doing it.
Yeah, basically you can only have it active on one person at a time.
Oh, I thought I could touch someone and then they could use it whenever they wanted for up to a minute.
No. Well, yes, but you have to hold concentration. So you can't cast another concentration spell.
Okay, I have to be watching them do it.
Right, but you can cast magic.
You don't have to be watching them do it. You just have to be concentrating on the spell and giving them the power.
Okay, alright, but I can't do that to 2 things at once.
Correct. So let's say that you have it currently, and you cast it on yourself last turn. So you will have it for, another round at least. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But Mr. Bones doesn't have it, so he should just attack.
No, he doesn't have his done. So he's gonna try and swing with his think he's got a sword. Yeah.
Scimitar, yeah.
Yes, he does. All right. 4. All right.
Plus 2.
Mr. Bones is gonna just sit back down.
All right. Lily.
Magic missile again, and I think she's going to go for. I think she's going to go. I think she's going to go for the one that's on the starboard side, the one that's attacking Paelias.
Okay.
And all 3 are going to go towards that.
Okay.
3, 5, 7, and 3. Another 10.
All right, I got that one as taking 18. Is that what you got?
Yes.
All right. Finric, Paelias is on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna go after the one nearest to me. Is that still the one on the
Bow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So non-magical attack, unarmed strike. 21 hits.
Oh yeah.
And 9 damage.
That's 4 damage.
One more attack. 20 hits. 5 damage. And now we're into Flurry of Blows territory. So those will be lucky. 10.
It's definitely looking ragged, by the way, or it is bloodied.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. And then 26.
26 hits.
It's and oh cool. So that's 9 damage, like 9 real damage.
9 real damage.
Well, I mean it's a flurry of blows attack, right?
So,
so is that-
non-magical damage.
Are you saying you did the halving, or do I do the halving?
I the way I've been saying it, I'm assuming that someone is going to do the halving.
Okay.
But
All right. I have it at 72 then. It's taken 72.
cool.
Though I might have miscalculated that last time, but I think I did it.
Well, if you've added odd numbers to it, then that's probably not right.
Yeah, no, I haven't added odd numbers. 9. For the 9, I added 4. Okay.
What
Wait,
was the
sorry.
other-
For the first,
You had 2 9s.
yes, the first one you did.
Yeah, so
And
it's 8
4.
total instead of 18 total. All right. Paelias.
All right. So we'll just start off with the snake. So do I get an extra snake attack since he didn't need to pull out?
Go
Wizard
for
last-
it. Extra snake attack all around.
Extra snake attacks. You get an extra snake attack. You get an extra snake attack. You get an extra snake attack. All right. So he'll attack the water and he'll like chomp it.
All right.
All right. First snake attack is a nat 1. That's not gonna work out. All right. Second snake attack is more. All right. What do I add on this one? +4.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, +4.
What?
I add +4 for the snake attack.
What? It's actually a +6.
Oh.
His bludgeoning is +6. If it's grappling, it's +4.
Oh, cool. So it's +4 for his grabbing, and it's +6 for his snaking with his teeth.
It's +6 for both, but you can't grapple or restrain this thing. So you're better off just biting it.
Yeah. So let's bite it with a 17.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Yeah.
So it does 5 damage, or 2d6 +4 if you wanna roll it.
Well, yeah. Oh
All right,
no.
2d6.
Oh yeah. 2d6 +4 is 10.
All right, but you have it, so it takes 5 damage.
Oh, okay. Perfect. That's what I said. Okay. Now, my turn. Shocking Grasp.
Well, you could do another constrictor because
Wait, what?
I said you would have had one, so you could do 2.
That was 2. The first one failed.
Oh, okay, got it.
The first one was a nat 1.
Got it. Okay, shocking grasp. Got it. Roll that.
Shocking grasp. Let's aim for the one behind me.
Okay.
I don't have to do disadvantage, do I? I just like point next to it.
No, I think shocking grasp is you have to touch it.
Right. Can I touch them both? Is that just one turn?
The other one is up above on the foredeck. So.
Okay. All right. I'll touch the one that's near me.
Okay.
All right. Shocking grasp. Okay. So +3. So. Oh yeah, that's a 9.
9 plus 3.
No, just 9.
Okay. Yeah. It dodges out of the way.
Did you use your inspiration? Or did you use your bardic inspiration?
Oh,
Inspiration.
I could have. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I add?
1d8.
1d8. Okay.
D8, baby.
1d8. Okay. Well, then that's what was it? 6 plus 3 plus 1 now, so 10. I'm rolling like crap, dude.
Yep. Not the best. Okay.
I think we're not doing this for money.
Wait. And I get my spiritual weapon.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Roll that attack.
Oh my God, what the hell? I'm not gonna roll anymore. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, someone else roll.
2 plus 5 is 7, so no.
Oh,
Nice.
man. All right. That is the water elemental's turn. He's gonna see if he gets his realm back. Oh, he does get that back. Okay. He's gonna smash down on Finric.
Uh-oh.
Finric, give me a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
Nine.
All right. You take 13 damage, and you are now grappled. But let's remember, you can try each turn to get out. All right. Oh, and you are basically drowning. So
And that is a strength save. There's not like a dex save I can do or anything.
it is a strength save, my friend.
And if anybody didn't want to be drowning, it's Finric.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a blue bun.
Probably should have eaten that.
Well, you still can.
It'll be a little waterlogged.
Yeah.
Nice and moist.
I'll try not to be too picky when I'm drowning.
Eat around.
Okay. So I'm just here now, right? I'll just hang out.
Oh, you can use either strength or athletics to escape.
Does his life preserver cause him to float to the top of the elemental?
So when it happens, it's a strength save. But escaping, you can use dexterity. So remember that on your turn.
Okay.
Which is your turn. No, it's not your turn. It's the water elemental's turn. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I went
You
recently.
took your damage.
Mhm.
You're grappled. And
You're grappled.
then Paelias, does it get its back? It does not, so it's just going to attack you the old-fashioned way. Whoa, with a 25, I assume that hits.
That'll hit.
So you take 13, Paelias, and the second one was only a 17, so you dodge that one.
Yeah. How much was the first hit? 13?
13.
Alright. I'm bloodied.
All right. Twizzard, what are you going to do, buddy? You're concentrating on Dragon's Breath on yourself.
Oh, so I still have that charge. Okay.
You do. For
And,
this round.
all right, so I'm just gonna blast this thing right in front of me.
All right. Blast away.
All right, and
They have to make a DC of 14.
yeah, here goes. Can I change
Dex.
the spell level that I do it at, or is it the same one?
No, it's the same one.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
you can cast it again at a different level if you want.
Well, no, I already cast it once. I'll just do it. All right, so
So I have to make a save.
of 14.
Dexterity.
14, yeah.
I got a 18.
Wow, the water elementals are rolling great.
They are.
So that's half, right?
Yeah, so I rolled 11.
So
you
that's
do
5?
5.
All right, so it's taken 82. All right. That was your action. Is that an action?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Allistar, Finistel's on deck. Allistar's up, Finistel's on deck.
Now, can I ask a question here about the mechanics again of this pulley system? Now, possibly.
You are now 70 feet up in a crow's nest.
Yes. Is there a sail down?
The sail, so you're on...
Do not use your dagger in the sail. Please do not do that.
Well, the sail... the sail in the back... And again, these are only up because Jenkins was like teaching you things because you're otherwise becalmed. But this one is dropped. So basically when you cut that, the gaff, which is strengthened, or holding straight the top part of the sail, dropped to the ground. So this one is crumpled around the boom. This sail is still up. The foresail is still up.
All right.
But you would have to jump. To get to the sail, you'd probably have to jump sort of 10 feet out as you're falling down. The sail gets wider, so you'd be like...
You got featherfall?
Of course not. So this is what I'd like to do instead. Is there any way down a bit from this? Because a bit from the crow's nest, is there like a ladder or something?
Yeah, there's a rope ladder. You can also slide down one of the mainstays.
All right, then I would like to do this. I would like to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. You're invisible.
I would then like to slide down 30 feet of movement on the rope ladder.
All right.
At that point, from above, like a whisper from God, Twizzard hears a word of bardic inspiration. Your mohawk is fierce, and your chains are magical. So, so he gets excited, and he gets some bardic inspiration, and at the same time, I give Paelias a healing word.
Woohoo!
At running out of spell slots. Let's see what I have left.
I've got one spell slot left. I don't think I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna do that at third level. That's my last third level spell slot, and he gets 3d4 plus 4.
All right.
He's back. Do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll?
No, I'll do it on the computer.
Okay, cool.
This will be better. All right, so roll 3d4 and then plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. We got 7 plus 4 is 11.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice.
Nice.
Thanks.
All right. Finistel is just going to keep... She's got to hold concentration on the polymorph. So she's just going to keep slamming it with Eldritch Blast. What do you get to add to that? Oh yeah, she gets that. Plus 7. Wow, that's awesome.
Bones for chewing.
Oh, she does the max damage. 10 points. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Eldritch Blast is
Blast finished. Tell.
Is this the starboard side?
Yes. It's at 92 in my book. It is looking pretty ragged.
Wow, this is
No,
tough.
wait, I'm sorry.
No.
No. It's at 28. It's at 28. Sorry.
Not so ragged.
Not so ragged.
Pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
Considering I can get to 92. Why don't we just turn this one into a worm too?
Yeah, the one at the bow is at 82.
If you have someone who can cast polymorph, you could tell them that.
Turn him into a worm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that it will be successful.
But we can still try.
He only has 1 spell slot at 4th level.
That's all I need.
I already used mine.
Well, and you are.
Better save it for the next water nymphs that, you know.
I thought there'd be more pirates.
Yeah, the 5 for today's calm sent things down a different direction. I'll say, okay, so that is Paelias. Wait, no, that was who just went? That was
Finric.
So that brings us back to the top of the round.
Finric just did the tendrils.
All right, so Bones, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones is going to slap the hell out of the water blob right in front of him.
Perfect.
All right, and he's going to roll a lot better this time. Oh, it was about to roll over on 18. It says 5. Mr. Bones is going to sit there and turn his head sideways like a dog.
All right. Lily is up.
So Lily realizes that she has only 1 spell slot left, and she kind of wants to use that as a saving grace, almost like last-ditch effort. So I think she's going to go back to a firebolt, and I think she's also going to, well, you know what? Maybe she's not going to do any kind of attack. I think she's going to use dash and movement to get closer to the ship. So she'll move 60 feet down the main mast.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yes, I'm here. I'm just invisible.
What?
That's okay. That's okay.
How come your
Don't worry
characters
about
are
me.
invisible too?
I'm a tricky one.
Yes, you are.
All right, Finric. You can attempt to escape with your dexterity.
Cool.
14.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And
I should try to pull him out.
10?
yeah.
You're still in there, buddy.
Okay.
What is your constitution? Are you good on breath?
Yeah, I'm a +2, so it seems like.
All right. Are you taking psychic damage?
Is that what we're looking for the Constitution? Like my plus on that, or are we looking?
Yeah, it's the plus. It's the modifier.
Yeah.
It's the plus.
Cool.
Top left.
Sorry. What was the most recent question?
I was wondering if you're taking psychic damage for being basically encased in water.
Is it my choice?
Yeah, it's your choice.
No.
To be fair, you're very
yeah,
buoyant.
that
You're
is, I feel
basically
like-
you're floating at the top of the water elemental. Because if
I
you're
feel like I probably would be, to be fair.
I would roll a d4 then and take some psychic panic damage.
Oh, 4. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you probably would be sort of choking because you'd be like so freaked out. You'd be,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. All right. All right. You could still do your bonus action. You could hit it from inside.
I kind of feel like I wouldn't be there yet. Like, I also, like, I know I have the blue bun, but I don't know that I would know that I have the blue bun yet, you know?
You could roll a die.
Sure, let's do that.
Base it on your, whatever you want to base it on. 10 or higher, you know you have a blue bun. Lower than 10, you don't. I don't know. I do that sometimes with my.
I will do that, but not now.
Alright.
I think,
Fair enough.
in all likelihood, there's no way.
I'm still panicking. A panicking halfling monk inside a water beast. Which brings us to Paelias. Water elementals on deck.
Okay, snake bite coming at ya.
It's not a name of
Snake juice.
So snake bite +6, right?
Yes.
Snake juice.
the snake.
Okay, that's a 19.
19 hits.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, so snake does how much?
2d6 plus 4 divided by 2.
Well, you can do the dividing.
I'll do that. 2d6 plus 4.
Okay. So we got 8.
Nice. All right.
Okay. So next we'll do I think I'm gonna try Spirit Guardians again.
Okay.
Alright, so they're gonna concentrate. I don't have to do anything for that, right? Not yet.
Not yet.
Just cast it. Okay, and then Spectral Weapon.
Spiritual weapon makes an attack.
Oh, alright, I like this computer die. It's 23.
That hits.
No, 22, sorry.
Still hits.
Okay. Alright, so then we do a 2d8 plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, 2d8 plus 2 is gonna be... Okay. Oh yeah. 15.
All right, 91, 101. It's still up,
No.
but not by much.
Sorry, Finric, I tried to destroy it before it had a turn.
Well,
All right, Finric, you take 13.
cool, I'm bloodied.
And the one behind Paelias is gonna... Yeah, because Lily's still above the deck. You can't see the other guy. Yeah, no, he's just gonna keep attacking Paelias.
Do it.
That is an 18, which just
Damn it.
hits.
Stop rolling that.
And it misses on the second one. Only got a
Alright.
only got a 12 on the second one. So you take 13 from that,
Alright.
killing you 13 points at a time.
Yep, bloodying me again and again.
All right, that brings us to Twizzard. Allistar's on deck.
All right, so I apologize. I was supposed to polymorph one of these, right?
You have Polymorph?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do the one that's not so bloodied.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna cast Finric. I'd like to pull you out, but I'm just gonna polymorph this thing instead.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to attempt to cast polymorph on the starboard. I need a flat surface here. 'Cause
No, it needs to roll.
it's cheating me.
You don't need
Wait, sorry, isn't the other one the one that's like by far less damaged?
Oh wait. Shawn, you forgot to do the saving throws for my spiritual guardian people.
You're right.
He might not have survived.
You're right. Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out. What is it? I rolled an 8 plus something, but what am I adding? Is it Dex or?
It's wisdom.
I'm adding 0. It rolled an 8.
13, you got it. Yep, nope.
So the one on the bow takes 13.
Oh no, sorry. You don't take 13. You take 3d8. No, wait. What did I cast it at level 3? So you take 3d8. Where's level 3? 3d8. Yeah, 3d8. So you take 20.
Okay. Okay. So then the other one got a 13. Does that pass?
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's the wisdom
So
saving
it would
throw.
take 10.
Do you want me to do the same roll, or do you want me to do a different roll?
Up to you.
Yeah, same roll. 10. 10's good.
All right. So the spirit. What do your spirit guardians look like?
They're neutral, but they're... Wait, how did I describe them? They're kind of angelic, but they've got, like, devil fangs, or
Okay.
vampire fangs.
Are they like weeping angels?
Is that what we said? I feel like we said something like that, yeah.
Sounds good. So yeah, so they dig into the one that's encapsulating Finric, and just like the water dissipates, and Finric.
So this is before he took damage, right? Because
Yep.
it's the start of the turn. So you
Finric,
don't get that 13 damage there, Finner.
give yourself 13 damage back, or 13 health back, and you can do your full turn basically. Let's just say that happens now.
Me?
Yeah, because
He's not-
Your
he's
turn
not-
is your turn was basically trying to get out, right?
Yeah.
No, but that was before this.
Right. So I'm giving you back your turn.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't think he would have his turn back because he would have tried to get out.
I still went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They
You're
start
right.
their turn. That's when this happens.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But you wouldn't take the 13. So there you go. Okay.
Right.
You got
right.
the 13 back. You don't get a turn. Paelias, you still get attacked by the guy who's alive. And now we're back to Twizzard. Twizzard, you're currently... Actually, no, your Dragon's Breath is probably up now.
Wait. Also, you have to concentrate me, right? Because you attacked me. So then when you attacked me, I have to see if I still got to concentrate.
Yes, you're right. Oh my god.
So what do I
Even
have to,
putting the rings on doesn't remind me.
What do I have to roll? It's
Constitution
wisdom?
save.
Constitution.
10 or
Okay.
higher. Constitution save, so you can add your...
Yeah. I got +2. So I got 15.
Alright, so your Spirit Guardians are still up.
Cool.
Alright, so Twizzard, now it is your turn.
All right, so there's no sense polymorphing that thing anymore now, right?
It's
No, it's you still want to polymorph it.
It's taken 38 damage.
It still needs to go another like 80.
It's
something.
not
Yeah.
bloody.
Really beefy boy.
Okay, but
Take it out.
polymorph, it just kind of pauses the fight. All right, okay, I'll still do it. Like, we don't want to kill it, we just want to make it into another worm or something?
I
Polymorphing
feel
it.
like polymorph is just making sure that you are not having multiple things attacking you. It's allowing you to do it like one at a time. So maybe polymorphing is not the best idea.
Well, that's what it's because one's polymorphed already, right?
Yeah. So
We
now
can't just throw them off the side.
Well, they're water.
they'll come back in an hour.
All right. Yeah. So just kill it then.
Polymorph is not permanent. Yeah, and I asked that because if that's my only 4th level spell slot that I've got, and so if I use something else, then I can't cast polymorph again.
Yeah. You can save it.
Okay. All right, so instead I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath at it.
But not 4th level.
Why not 4th level?
Oh.
That's
Okay.
what I was going to do. So I guess I'm going to run over to where that thing is, or at
What?
least within 15 feet of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to cast my 4th level Dragon's Breath on it for cold. And since it's a spell slot of 3rd or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot above 2nd. So I'm
it's a 5d6.
2 above. Well, it's 5d6 normally, but since I'm also 2
No.
above.
No.
Doing a big math.
Oh,
I
that's
feel like you both had good arguments there.
already,
It's already done for you.
It's already done
All you
for
have
me.
to do is click on the button.
all I have to do is click on the button. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Here I go. Wait, which button? All right. Ha, dice. Okay, so that's 22, but you have to do a dex saving throw of 14.
I fail. 8.
Sucker!
So it's all 22.
Suck frost!
Alright, so as the cold damage hits it, you see part of it freeze up.
Nice.
Get some ice for the kitchen!
Yeah. So I'm sorry, what was the number again there? 22?
22.
100.
Okay, so it's taken 60.
Yeah, that's what I have, 60.
Alright. Whew! Allistar, you are invisible. You are 30 feet off the deck on a rope ladder. What would you like to do? I don't know if you heard me.
No, he heard you. He's thinking.
I don't know. It looks
Is
frozen.
he frozen?
Might be for, or
Oh, now maybe.
he's holding very
No. Here.
Hello.
He almost was invisible.
He is invisible.
He's
I'm sorry. What I would like to do is, I will cast Healing Word. Actually, no. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to slither down I'm going to be slithering down the rest of the ladder,
okay.
and then I will sneak up very quietly and quickly to Finric, grab him by his ankles, and try to get him out of his watery entombment.
No,
No longer in watery
he's
entombment.
not in his watery entombment.
Appreciate that though.
But it is the thought that counts.
That water elemental has been killed.
If you want to just drag me around though.
It's like a prank. You just like drag into the. Ah. Why
So this
would you
is
do
what I do.
that?
He's like, stop drowning! Stop drowning!
I slither down.
Damn it, live!
Slither down.
All right, you slither down. You're on the deck. Your wig is near you.
I pick up my wig.
Okay.
The
You all
wig
see a
becomes-
floating wig,
Invisible.
and as soon as you put it on, it disappears.
And then I do the only thing I can do, and that is provide my fellow adventurers with a bit of bardic inspiration, and I look to Lily, and I tell her, "You may be wee, but powder comes in small packages." She just hears this.
All right.
And she gets a bit of inspiration for it, although she does roll her eyes, which I find interesting. It's amazing that you can accept the inspiration and feel that it is lame simultaneously. And then I go and I say, "Finric, the stew is wonderful!" And it heals him for... It heals him for 2d4 plus 4.
Nice.
8. Cool. Awesome.
All right. Finistel's shooting a blast. And that is another 5. 65. She's just like sitting up there shooting her Eldritch Blast. Which brings us to the top, Mr. Bones. Currently not engaged in battle, for what it's worth.
Not yet, but he's gonna trot over to where the next water blob is and take a swipe. This time,
Oh, is he now flanked?
Yeah, he could be flanked, sure.
Definitely flanked.
change how Mr. Bones can attack.
He gets advantage then.
Oh, he needs it. He's been slipping on the deck. He has bones for feet. He doesn't have like Nikes or anything. It's slippery.
Gotta
You
get
gave
that
him-
guy some boots.
You gave him like all the armor that you could buy, and you didn't give him boots.
I didn't think he'd be on a wet ship deck. All right, so he's gonna take a swing.
He's wearing boat shoes.
And that's a 13.
Berries.
Plus his +2 to attack.
What?
You get the +2 to attack.
Oh, so 15 to hit.
15 hits!
Mr. Bones! All right, now here we go. Oh wait, no. I was
Tried
gonna
to
roll.
do half piercing.
Okay.
So the 1d6
1d6
plus 2.
All right. A 1 plus.
Divided by 2 is 1.
So Mr. Bones still doesn't have good footing. He did manage to hit it, but for 1.
Did Finistrel hit it at all?
Yeah, she did. It's taken 66. She did 5.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's Mr. Bones. Lily, you are up, and you have a silvered weapon.
I know.
just
So actually, that is what I am planning on doing. Now that I
You feel inspired.
am inspired and I'm 10 feet above the commotion.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to drop down a little bit lower with my motion, and I'm going to jump off, and I'm gonna try to like take my dagger and drag it through as if I'm slicing the water in half.
I
Oh
love
my
it.
god.
That's what I'm gonna try to do. And I'm gonna use my bardic die if necessary.
All right, just roll the attack. This is epic. Let's do it.
So 12 plus 6 is 18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So then I won't need my bardic inspiration just yet.
And you can do your
And
full
then-
damage.
And my dagger, 1d4 plus 4 piercing. So 3 plus 4 is 7. And because it is a silvered weapon, it makes it magical.
Yep.
Okay, so then that's 7. And I technically have dual wielding, so am I allowed to
Yeah.
use my, I guess, scimitar? Which is 10, but I'm going to use my bardic inspiration. Is this the D8? I think that,
I think so, yeah.
It's a D8. Which is another 3, so 13.
13 just misses.
All right. So then the scimitar is a whiff.
It's a whiff. But still, as the silver dagger cleaves through it, you see it glittering.
Hold on.
Oh!
I'm gonna use my Wait, I thought action surge.
Sure.
Sure, I'm gonna use my action surge, which means I could take 1 additional action on my turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can I go for my silver dagger again?
Absolutely.
Which is a 7.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
If you can make 2, you can also use the other weapon as well. An action surge is another turn. Am I correct?
Oh, so then
What?
could I?
I think it's another action. It doesn't. It's not another bonus action, right?
You could take an additional
You're right.
action on your turn.
You're right.
This could be used 1 time per short rest. But if my action is dual wielding,
Is your well? So
No, dual wielding just makes you not take a penalty and be able to use your proficiency if you do a two-handed attack. Because it's technically a bonus attack.
okay.
yeah, and I think it's your bonus action is the attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think you got an extra attack out of it. It did miss though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Amazing. Finric, you are on the bow, not engaged in attack. What would you like to do?
So out of curiosity, I have an enchanted pouch. Can I hit something with my enchanted pouch? Does it...
Oh! Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
What's it gonna do?
I feel like it's just going to be like a small amount of bludgeoning, like 1d4.
You're basically gonna like. I'm imagining you're like making your
Wearing
fist
it?
magical by.
Like a box.
Yeah. I'm. It's my brass knuckles.
It's your
my.
brass knuckle.
Oh,
I love it.
That's cool.
All right.
I love everything.
So I'm
about
gonna run up and punch this thing with my enchanted pouch.
That's funny.
Hit it with your purse.
Fresh. Oh my God, there, Lady a Brick.
it. 16 hits.
Okay.
Full damage, bludgeoning.
Right. So that's a 9,
Nice.
and I'm gonna use my second attack, and that's a 17,
That hits.
and that's 5 damage.
All right, it's at 87. It's definitely looking bloodied.
I am going to use my patient defense and take a dodge action as my bonus action.
All right. All right.
Tactical curses.
Paelias.
All right. Snake is my snake close enough to be bitey?
It can get there,
All right, let's bite it.
and it can take. It could be at advantage. Oh, Finric, did you miss an attack? No.
No.
Okay.
So advantage
Snake can bite at advantage. Yeah, this thing is completely surrounded by you guys now.
+6, right?
Yep, advantage +6.
I'm gonna
Oh,
use that
really?
advantage.
Oh well.
What's that?
Okay, there we go. 19.
That hits.
Okay, so snake is 2d8, 2d4.
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. Got it.
And then
Okay.
I'll do the having.
So that's +4 is 15.
15 total. Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 damage.
7, yeah.
So
Okay.
94. It's at 94. It's taken 94.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna shocking grasp this sucker.
Okay.
Shocking grasp is a cantrip. Okay. So we roll this, and we add. Oh, am I still advantage on me?
You're still advantaged.
Woohoo! Thank goodness.
This is a melee spell, right?
It's a cantrip.
But it's an attack roll. Yeah. Yeah, you're advantaged.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, my advantage is better. Woohoo! So 20.
That hits.
All right. So then shocking grasp is 2d8, and that gives us 12.
All right.
And that's a magic attack, right? So that's full.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It is looking super rough.
All right. Well, then let's spiritual weapon it.
All right.
All right. So then we roll the spiritual weapon with advantage on that too.
Why not?
Because 12 wouldn't have hit. So let's do advantage, and we get 15.
15 hits.
Woo! And then that's a 2d8 plus 2. So 2d8 plus 2 gives us... Oh, not the best. That's only a 6. But it's full damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 more.
All right. Its turn starts
And...
in the Spiritual Guardians.
Spiritual Guardians!
How do you want to do this?
Is that it? It's dead?
It's guaranteed to die.
All right.
It only needs like 1 point.
Yeah, my spiritual guardians, they swoop around it, they swirl, and they get closer and closer into the spell. They start taking little bites out of it, they nibble on it a little bit, and then they all just whoosh, all in together.
Boosh.
Oosh.
All right, you guys. You're still technically in initiative, although Finistall's
It's a worm.
like, what should I do with this? And she sort of holds out the worm.
Cut
Well,
in half.
if you hit it goes back to its original shape, so...
Yeah, so she's got, this whole fight was only a couple of minutes. So basically you've got a little less than an hour.
Well, maybe you can rescue it and save it when we steer the fucking ship towards the land.
Why don't we put it in like some kind of waterproof container so that we trap it and we interrogate it?
I have a magic coin purse that you put stuff in and you have no idea where it goes.
Can we interrogate it from there?
No, we would just put it in there. And I
I
think
don't think it wants to talk to us.
we might not see it again.
You think we should just kill it?
I think we should beat away with this beast.
All right.
Well, as soon as we hit it for the first time, it'll go back to its original form with its original hit points minus like 2.
You could take a short rest, just saying.
Can we feed it like a death muffin? Anybody have a death muffin?
Where are you getting all these baked goods?
Did we have? When
We
did we
do like our muffins.
There's a wonderful shop in Windbell. You just have to go sometime, Allistar.
They have death muffins.
Well, I think Lily's definitely going to take a short rest so that she could use action surge again if necessary.
By the way, as I poof back into visibility,
Oh, right.
I don't notice that I put my wig on backwards, and I say, I must go freshen up a bit. I'm a bit out of sorts.
All right, you go off to freshen up.
And Lily is trying so hard not to just burst out in laughter.
Is there any disadvantage in throwing the worm overboard?
Yeah, maybe it'll just go away.
It could just, it could, but then it could also reattack us.
We
Yeah,
could,
but then it'd just be by itself. I mean,
could-
it just saw us like trample
It
two of its
retreats and
friends.
gets more of its water elemental buddies.
Ooh.
Or it could tell its water elemental buddies what we did here to stay away.
Finistil.
I would perhaps if I rested a bit. Never mind. I'm just trying to think if I could use my magic trick to put it, several hundred feet in the air.
Oh, that'd be smart. Yeah.
And then it would take falling damage in its form. I mean, that might be an interesting thing.
It would, but it would take half that, to be fair.
So, I mean...
I can try to command it to flee.
It would take the damage as an earthworm, and then it would change back into a water elemental.
No, I was saying if we triggered it to change into a water elemental, I could have the spell ready after I rest to spring on it.
Does it have to be a willing creature, though, to go through the dimensional door?
No, it does not.
Oh.
You can dimension door things into a lot of different places.
What if we put it in a jar and then dropped it overboard? I suppose we just burst the jar.
We lose our jar.
So I have had some experience with these elementals. I will say that
Do they make good pets?
they do not make good pets. In fact, if they are conjured here by magic, it does not like being forced into service. So if someone or something did send these at us, I don't know more than that, but she rolled a 20 on her Arcana check, but I'm not sure how much. It doesn't require air, food, drink, or sleep.
Perhaps we can boil it in a stew.
Oh, let's boil it.
Oh, if we just use it as the water?
Not
for the
my stew.
Let's drink it.
I need salt.
So I guess it is probably cheating, but I do have that the fake coin purse I got a while ago. Apparently you could throw it to someone. It sounds like it's coins, but if you were to actually put something in it, you'd never get it back. I feel like that might be cheating though. But since it's the size of a worm, we could put it in there, and who knows what would happen to it.
Why don't we just put a bunch of sponges around it when it reforms?
Twizzard, you have an interesting sense of cheating. I say what's all fair in love and war. And I haven't been kissing anyone, but I've taken a bunch of damage, so I feel like this is war.
I just mean, I don't think I don't know. I think there was some issue about it, the size it was polymorphed into.
What is it? What does it do?
Do you remember we were in that guy's store who I tried to sell the fake diamond to? Or I did sell the fake diamond to. I also bought a little coin purse. And I had never used it. And apparently, you could throw it to someone, they think it's a real coin purse.
Well, it's supposed to be like a decoy coin purse. It feels as though it has like 30 gold pieces.
I think it's just empty. It's not that it makes things...
Well, I thought I had asked, when I got it, what happens when I put something else in it? And it's like, you were like, you probably wouldn't get it back out. And so I had in my notes that anything you put in there goes to another dimension.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. So it's a coin pouch. It sounds, weighs, and looks like it's filled with coins, but upon opening it, you discover that it's empty.
Oh,
it's
that's
not
the one.
that.
Oh, man. All right. Well, now if someone opens it, they discover there's a water elemental.
That would be really funny if we could trap it and then give it to someone.
The time is ticking on this spell.
Well, I mean, we could be taking a short rest while we discuss this, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have an hour while you're discussing it. You can have the benefits of a short rest while you're discussing it.
Awesome.
So if anyone wants to regain hit points using hit die, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Does our bard have a Song of Rest?
Our bard does not have a singing voice.
Can we do hit die again?
So we have actions, right? So did my snake take any damage?
Your snake did not take any damage.
Nice, good job, buddy. I guess I'll just leave him out then, so he can just keep fighting when this restarts.
No, you just took off one. You only rolled one hit.
Hey, I got a question. Could I just healing word everyone?
Yeah, we both could. I could. This could be the one time where I could use the prayer of healing.
Oh, that would be a great use of that.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do a prayer of healing because that takes 10 minutes to do. But we all get 2d8 plus 2.
Nice.
Up to 6 creatures.
And then doesn't something else happen? Like, don't you have it when you heal someone by something, you do something else, or they get something else?
He gets his own. If he heals someone else, he also heals himself for half.
Oh my god, I forget about that every time. Have I healed anybody yet? Yeah, I healed Wizard, didn't I?
Yes.
But I think it has to be a specific type of heal. It's not just any heal. It's a specific.
Let me look. I forgot about that. That's like a level 5 thing.
Rest. Once per short rest, something like that.
Let me see.
I have a suspicion that... Does one of you have a goblet?
I do, but it's Agnes that has it.
Oh no! That would have been so good.
Any liquid you pour into it disappears.
Oh,
So you
Perfect.
could like put the worm in it, squish it, and then it'd be.
that would have been good.
My character is taking the advantage of the short rest as my physical body also needs to as well.
Ah, fair point.
Fair.
So
Shall we take a short rest and then pick it up with what we're going to do about this thing?
Yeah.
Someone roll a d20 and see if the wind picks up.
6.
Shit.
It would pick up. So we could say that you could sail away for an hour if you want to drop it overboard, if you're willing to take that chance. There'll be a chance that it'll follow you, but there'll be a chance that it won't.
It's going to follow us and attack us during the night.
Alright, let's think about this. Maybe we'll pause here after a fairly epic battle. Jeez, that took the whole thing. After some there was some discussion at first, but alright, we'll see how we deal with the earthworm elemental next time, next Friday. Thank you all for playing, thank you all for watching. Have a great week.